My name is Christian Thompson. Everybody calls me CT. And I attended the very first Big Picture back in 2003. One of my favorite memories actually was not any specific program, but just getting to hang out and talk with my counselors late at night. They were a couple years ahead of me and they were all in college, so I remember I got to ask them all kinds of questions about what college would be like, and if they saw themselves doing ministry, and how to survive college. And really it was just getting to talk to them and getting to hang out with them outside of the programs of the day that we did. I work for Pepsi now, and I stock shelves is pretty much what I do. There's one person there out of the over 100 people that I know of that's a Christian. So we're 2% Christian that I know of at Pepsi. And man, just hanging out with some of the guys and listening to how they talk and what they talk about, it is so obvious that this is a ministry field right here at Pepsi. And so I may not enjoy what I do every day and may not get fulfillment out of my day in, day out work with Pepsi, but I know that the guys that I'm hanging out with and the people that I'm meeting through my job need Jesus. And so my fulfillment doesn't come from what I do, it comes from trying to be Jesus to the people that I'm working with. Actually, 6 weeks from now I'm quitting Pepsi, and I am giving up just about everything and going to Uganda, Africa, and doing missions work for 10 months. And it's a little bit scary, but I feel like it's what God has called me to do. It's what's next for me. And so I'll be using my storytelling degree to work on a biblical storytelling / discipleship program with local pastors in Uganda. I think Milligan and Youth and Ministry have both prepared me really well for the future. Milligan gave me the best Christian friends that I've ever met, and they hold me accountable. And the proverb where it talks about iron sharpening iron, that's kind of what we do for each other as guys, and we hold each other accountable. And now we're all spread out on the East Coast, but we still have that foundation that we built at Milligan to really help to hold each other accountable in our walk with the Lord. And then Youth and Ministry has been a really great benefit for me, because still being here in the area and still getting to hang out with Phyllis and Curtis Brewer and Kid Dotson now, and really build relationships with them and get advice from them. It's really helped to prepare me as a person in what I faced in corporate America, but also what I'm going to be facing, the challenges that I'll have in Africa, and the relationships that started 10 years ago. Wow, that makes me sound old. But the relationships that started 10 years ago when I was here as a student are still continuing to this day. And so I have 10 years worth of advice from Phyllis and Kit and Curtis and Dave and all these guys, and they're helping to pour into me and prepare me for what's coming next. The Big Picture has taught me that even though I don't necessarily see myself as a minister in the church day in and day out as my vocation, I'm still a minister in what I'm called to do every day. And it's not just up to the people who work in the church to do ministry, but if I'm a student or if I'm working on a job or if I'm hanging out with my friends, then I'm ministering to whoever I'm interacting with. And really, Youth and Ministry taught me that every day is ministry, and it doesn't really matter what your occupation is. If you're a Christian, then you're called to do ministry. Don't get frustrated if you leave here and you're like, oh man, I don't know what I want to do with my life. This conference was a complete failure. A lot of times I think that's not how it works. I think God shows us the next step, and we'll be doing whatever that may be, and then He'll show us the next step after that. So realize that it's a process, and if you leave here and you don't know what you're supposed to do with your life, it is completely okay. And just be patient and wait for God's timing to call you into whatever He has planned out for you.